Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Stefana, and today I am taking you with me through Bali. We are traveling from Uluwatu, where we spent our first few days, into Ubud. So Uluwatu is more of the beach town type of vibe, and Ubud is a little bit farther inland. It's more of a jungle type of vibe. So we will be changing villas, and while we're in Ubud, we'll actually be staying 2 different villas. So I'm going to be kind of taking you through today and tomorrow and everything that we do. I'll include some prices, some food, pretty much give you a travel guide for our next 48 hours. But this is our last morning here in Uluwatu. Last night, I decided not to vlog yesterday to kind of take like a day off. Yesterday, we just went to the beach, we chilled, we got some really good food. Gonna put some clips here for you, but we were just kind of bopping around. We ended up going to dinner, and we did bring home a pizza with us, which is what we ate for breakfast this morning. So we are completely packed up. We're ready to leave this villa, and we have about a 2-hour drive to Ubud. To pay for our drive, we have to pay in cash. So we're gonna take the scooter one last time into town and kind of grab some cash and maybe grab some juice or something like that in Uluwatu for the last time. But for right now, we are completely packed up. We're going in town, we're grabbing some cash, we're coming back, and then we have a 2-hour drive to Ubud. So let's go. Stunning. We thought the drive was going to take about 2 hours, and it ended up taking closer to 3. So if you are ever making that travel from Uluwatu to Ubud, just know it's a little bit longer than you think it's going to be. Our car cost us, after tip, $800,000, which is about $60 US. So not too bad for a 3-hour trip. And right now, I think we're just gonna get changed and then head into Ubud Center and kind of explore the downtown area and grab some food. I'm not sure if the food is different than Uluwatu type of vibe, but I guess I'll keep you updated. I think the tub is my favorite part, but I'm going to give you an entire villa tour now. from the center of Ubud. We actually ended up walking there and getting a taxi back. So back in Uluwatu, we were able to take basically Ubers, but they're called Gojeks here. So we could take the Ubers, the Gojeks, anywhere we wanted, but here they really prioritize local taxis, and so you can get dropped off by a Gojek in the area we're staying, but you can't get picked up. So like from our villa, we can't order a Gojek, but a Gojek dropped us off at our villa. I don't know if that makes sense, but long story short, we got our Gojek driver's number so that we could message him on WhatsApp. So we're gonna have to communicate through WhatsApp so that he doesn't get in trouble with the local government or anything like that. And the good thing is he actually also does tours. I don't know, he had an entire menu of different tour type of things we could pick from. So I think tomorrow, because we have kind of a weird layover, if you will, of our Airbnb, we have to be out of here by 11 because we are moving into a different Airbnb for the next 2 days. So we had kind of a weird amount of time from like 11 to 3 p.m. before we could check in. And he's gonna be able to hold onto our bags and also take us to all of the fun spots that we're going tomorrow. So I will take you along with me for everything tomorrow. But for now, we are just gonna fill up that swimming pool sized tub and try to stream The Bachelor and just kind of hang out for the night. That is it for today, and I will see you in the morning. It is our second official day in Ubud and our first full day here in Ubud. So today we are going to be working with the driver that we found last night. Everything that we read told us to kind of find a local driver and have him take care of you all day. So that is what we will be doing today. And if you guys go to Ubud or anywhere in Bali, I am more than willing to give you all of our drivers, all of our plans, all of our everything, all of their WhatsApp contacts. They love when people share their contacts. So if you're planning a trip, I am totally down to give you all of our drivers' information. Probably would make it easier for you guys because we just found him on the street. So today we are gonna be going to a couple different places. We're gonna be going to the monkey forest, which I am so excited about. Apparently the monkeys are very evil though. They steal everything. You can't wear shiny earrings. You can't wear sunglasses or hats. They will rip them off of you. The other day when we were at this temple on the day that I didn't vlog, we saw this monkey steal this guy's glasses off of his face, crawl up this thing, put the glasses on, and then stare at the guy. He was like, fuck you, I'm wearing your glasses and there's nothing you can do about it. So we won't be wearing sunglasses, we won't be doing any of that, but we're gonna go to the monkey forest and then we're gonna hit some temples, maybe find a spa, and then lunch and dinner. And we're just gonna kind of figure it out with the driver. But I am so excited. We do have to be out of this Airbnb this morning. And another good thing about finding that driver is that we can keep our bags in his car all day. So we don't have to worry about getting to the other Airbnb super soon or anything like that. And then I will show you our other Airbnb. I'll show you all of our plans today. So let's get started, and we are heading to the monkey forest first. But we are gonna grab breakfast first. guys. Today is our last day in Bali and we are still out here in Ubud. We have made it to our third villa of our stay in Bali, and this one is a lot more jungle-esque. We wanted to try to find something that put us like in the middle of the jungle, and let me just say, the bugs and the critters, we are in their home and therefore there are a lot of them around us, but this place is still super sick. There just are a lot of mosquitoes and lizards and bugs and all that good stuff. So we ended up coming to this villa for our last night, and you saw us in those clips from the end of the day yesterday. We just kind of spent the entire day with our Gojek driver from night one here in Ubud. So Gojek, which is basically Uber here, he picked us up, we ordered him through the app, and then he said, tomorrow I can take care of you guys and I can take you to all of the hot spots that you want to go to. So we were like, okay. And so he drove us everywhere, he waited for us everywhere, and he took us to really good local food spots, which I showed you guys, and everything just went so perfectly yesterday. I could not recommend our friend June more. That's his name, June. So if you are coming to Ubud at any point, DM me on Instagram. I will give you June's contact info. Like, he loves to just spend the entire day with tourists and just kind of be your personal guide. He also was taking all of our pictures and stuff, and we didn't even ask him to. So he's a part-time videographer, so that's kind of his vibe. So if you are coming to Ubud, I would love to connect you to June because he has been awesome. So June is actually going to pick us up again today. So last night he dropped us off at villa number 3 here. We had massages in our room, and then we kind of just went to bed. We woke up here this morning, we got breakfast to the room, and I'm just gonna kind of give you a full villa tour. I'll show you the breakfast we got and everything, and I will put those clips in next. But today we are going to be going to the rice terraces and then to a day club in Ubud called Kretya. We kind of have a weird situation with the airport today because we have our flight tonight at 10:50 p.m. We wanted to be able to spend this extra day in Ubud, and then we got that overnight flight into Sydney so that we didn't have to get a hotel tonight, kind of save those dollars where we can. And today we kind of have to figure out what we're doing with our bags and everything all day. So we figured that going to the day club Kretya, which has the pool and the food and everything, would be our best option, so we don't have to worry about our bags or anything like that. So we're gonna start out at the rice terraces and then maybe go over to Kretya. I don't know, I'll take you with us and we will see what happens. But that is our plan for today before we go to the airport for our last day in Ubud. Let's go. What flavor did you get?
It's bang bang.
Bang bang,
Bang
and
and raspberry.
raspberry?
Yes.
right, guys, we are now in Australia, and our flight from Bali to Sydney took about 5.5 hours, and it was a rough flight. It was very uncomfortable, a very small flight, and I'm telling you, like 90% of the people on that plane were sick with something or another. I don't know. It was just a hot mess. So we got off the plane and then we came to our Airbnb in Sydney, which I will show you in the next vlog, but I just kind of wanted to wrap up this one and check in with you guys. And then we got breakfast yesterday in Sydney. I didn't vlog anything. We walked past the Sydney Opera House, everything. I'm going to show you guys in the Sydney vlog that I'll post next, but just wanted to check in. When we got here to Sydney, because we hadn't really slept, we actually went to bed at 4 p.m. yesterday and woke up at 8 a.m. So feeling fully rested, and today is the day that we will be seeing Taylor Swift in Sydney. Of course, I'll be vlogging it on the next one for you guys. But yeah, our time in Bali was just amazing. I loved it so much. And my first impression of Sydney so far is that it feels very American. Like the structure, the architecture, everything, it feels honestly like I'm still in Tampa, which isn't a bad thing at all. It's just my first impression. From Bali, our driver, June, did take care of us the entire time. So I mentioned him earlier in the video. If you guys end up going to Bali, like no matter what part you go to, please let me know so I can give you June's info. He took us to the best places, the most local spots, and then he also mixed in, of course, all the touristy stuff that we also did. Our last day in Bali was perfect. It could not have worked out any better. We ended up leaving Kretja, that day club, a little bit sooner than we expected to because it was very busy and there was nowhere to sit unless you paid about $120 for a bed. So there was nowhere to sit at Kretja, so we ended up just eating lunch there and then walking through the rice terraces, and then we headed to like a gelato shop that June recommended, and then we went to this market where we bought a bunch of stuff. It was so much stuff, but it was only $30 of stuff because we saw that they had a shipping station, and we're like, oh, so we asked, can you ship to the USA? They're like, yes. And then we buy everything, we go over, they're like, no, we can't ship to the USA. We're like, oh my God. So June, our driver, said he could take it to DHL for us, but it was gonna cost us like $200 to ship everything to the USA. So it was just kind of a hot mess. Anyways, after we went to that little shop, we ended up going to the Jimbaran dinner, which was something that we originally saw on that menu that June gave us on night one. And we were like, what is this? It's like a beachfront seafood dinner. So good. If you guys are coming to either Uluwatu or Ubud, I would definitely do a Jimbaran dinner while you're in Uluwatu. We did it on our last night because we were close to the airport. So that was our end of our Bali trip. It couldn't have been a more perfect ending. And now we are here in Sydney, and I will be vlogging, of course, our trip to Taylor Swift, our days in Bali, or our days in Australia, and all that good stuff. But thanks for watching the Bali vlog part 2. And if you have any questions about anything, you can always slide into my Instagram DMs or leave a comment on this video. But I hope this all helped. And if you go to Bali, I hope you have the most fun ever.